Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. I'm going to do a collective message today. So, with that, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's get into the message. Ah, okay, so this could be a confirmation for somebody. I'm feeling like it's a tightness in the shoulders and kind of at the base of the neck, like the top of the spine, not the top of the spine, but the top of the back, right below the neck. Um, so that could just be confirmation. That being said, if you're worried about your health in any way, shape, or form, definitely seek out medical professional advice. I'm not offering medical advice. Yeah. Spiritually, what could be happening is I'm feeling it's like a weight of the world type of an energy. So that could be maybe the energy that you're in or the energy you're shifting out of. Okay. Temple of Truth, that's part of it as well. So it's the throat chakra. So that can also be part of it too. Our chakras go through our body. So for the throat, you can feel it in the throat, but it can also be you can also feel it in your shoulders, like in the back of your neck. And so that can be part of what's going on. You could be dealing with unblocking a throat chakra. Um Maybe you're getting into an energy where you are beginning to speak your truth, or you're being asked to get into that energy where you're speaking your truth. It's also about authenticity and self-expression. Let's see. I'm also really noticing like this misty water type of energy. So that could be relevant for you. Maybe you're a water sign, or you could be releasing a lot of emotional blockages. And maybe part of this is speaking your truth in a heart-centered way that allows you to release some of this emotional burden, is what I heard. Um, yeah, what else? Yeah, spirit. I'm also seeing the mountains in the background of this, so that could be relevant. Maybe you live by the mountains, maybe you are taking a trip to the mountains, maybe you just love mountains. Maybe you feel like you've been climbing a mountain for a while, metaphorically speaking, in life. And the message there is you're almost there. So keep going. Keep going. You got this. Okay. Pull from this one. What spirit? What? Okay, there also looks to be, I don't really know what it is, but it reminds me of wings on this card. And so you could be in this energy where you're about to take flight in some way. Spirit. No? Okay. Split it. All right. Okay. We've got a mystical revelation will bring you clarity. Okay. Hmm. Um, Not much is coming through for this. And so what I'm getting is that one, it's going to be different for each of you. The other thing is this is going to be something that you come into the awareness of. And so if I tap further into it, that kind of takes away from your experience of experiencing this revelation. Alright, we got one from here. There is also a lot of purple going on, so you could be really working with your third eye right now. Purple can also, especially like lavender, can also be indicative of the crown chakra, which is where we receive like divine insight. And then the third eye is, extrasensory sight, seeing things in a different way, seeing the truth in situations in a way that maybe you haven't before, something of that nature. We've got the dancing flames, celebrate your passions, let your enthusiasm shine. And then we've got healing herbs. Nature provides, use its gift for healing. So you could be being called to look into natural remedies at this time. Um, again, do your due diligence, do what's right for you. Yeah. And then we've got the silent stone, strength in silence. Let your presence speak. This is part of a throat chakra activation or upgrade as well, is knowing when to speak. And so oftentimes if we have an overactive throat chakra, that's when we're interrupting people all the time. We're cutting people off. We need to be heard more than anybody else. We're speaking more than we're listening. And so it's out of balance. And this could be talking about really bringing that energy into balance and being more mindful of when you speak and how you speak and really getting in touch with effective communication that is more balanced and it's more tapped into that authenticity energy. When you're truly being authentic to you, you don't always need to speak. That's more of the ego mind that wants to be seen all the time and heard all the time and needs to be right in a conversation and things like that. When your ego is more in check and you're more speaking from that true soul-centered authenticity place, it's more from a place of I'm speaking this because this is what's true to me, but I don't need to argue my point. I don't need to interrupt other people. I don't need to defend myself all the time. I can just let the silence speak. And that's okay. That's a very powerful thing, is to just allow the silence, allow that awkward silence every now and again. It doesn't always need to be filled with words. And so this is really that energy of tapping into that true authenticity from the self and speaking from that soul-centered place, as opposed to the ego mind place of every thought that comes into my head, I need to speak it, and if I don't say it, I'm gonna forget it, and I need to talk, and I need to speak, and I need to be heard. It's shifting out of that energy and going, okay, is this necessary for me to say at this time? Is this true for me and myself to say at this time? And sometimes yes, sometimes no. And so part of that too is also tapping into the intuition and listening to the intuition when you're getting ready to speak. And then also being mindful of the way that you're speaking as well. So that could be an energy that's going on for you right now. Awesome. Okay, well, with that, I don't feel like anything else wants to come through for this right now, so I'm going to leave this here. If this resonates, you can let me know in the comments below. If you like this message, hit that like button. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe, and I will see you on the next message. Bye.